I guess the big question is, what's so wrong about wanting to be that protector and the provider? What's so wrong about wanting to be the head of your household? What's so wrong about wanting to live in a patriarchy? Live in a patriarchy in some aspects of life, but a matriarchy in others. What's wrong with splitting the gender roles up into distinct things that are male and female? That women are privileged because they have the egg. Well, the egg is useless without the sperm.
I think we have a problem here, and that is what we mean by traditionalism. If you want to agree with your partner as to who stays at home and who goes to work, that is fine. That is your agreed upon gender roles. But that is different to traditionalism, the latter of which implies a sort of ideology and forcedness. It is the idea that things should remain the same because tradition. There is a lack of flexibility, and as I said, it is forced upon people through laws, such as the father getting married because he wants parental rights. If traditionalism is the way to go, then why is it dying? Why does it need propping up? Why does everything seem to threaten it? Feminism didn't destroy traditionalism. Women chose that it was easier to take a check from the government than to actually be pleasant and take money from her husband. Traditionalism is dead because women got control of their fertility and realised that having a uterus gave them political power. It has nothing to do with feminism, let alone the MRM. Yes, men have sperm, but sperm and eggs are not equal. Sperm is far more plentiful, whereas eggs are not. Furthermore, the woman also offers the uterus.
Neither side has more responsibility than the other. But my point is, why traditionalism is the best way to go is because women have that monopoly on gestation of a child. They have that monopoly of the automatic nurture-based love for that child before it's even born, and once it comes out of the womb. They have that monopoly on that. And men, they could be jealous of it if they wanted to be. They could be really jealous of that, but all the jealousy in the world isn't going to change the facts of life. So women have this special thing that men can never have. Women have a place in society as childbearers and to some mostly to the extent of being child rearers as well. And I think it's wrong to try and push women out of that role, to try and tell them to deny their instincts, to deny their femininity, hell, to deny their very humanity as a woman. I think that's evil and wrong. The question is then, where's the reciprocal for men in that arrangement? Anyway, here's the thing. Men need to feel wanted, needed, appreciated for what they, and only they, can bring to the family dynamic. And these men's rights advocates that don't understand that, I think, are gender traitors as far as I'm concerned. They think that men should be allowed to be whatever they want, and women should be allowed to be whatever they want. And they want to literally impose that opinion on the rest of the world and shame anyone who disagrees.
Where the hell are you getting this from? There are plenty of traditionalist MRAs such as Judgy Bitch and Karen. Just this week there has been the theme of fatherlessness. But are responsibilities equal? No. Maybe they were in the 50s before the pill and technology changed things. But today this is bullshit. The responsibility is on the man and not the woman. And it goes back to reproduction. Women have to be pandered to because they are putting a metaphorical gun to the head of their fetus or child. This is why single mothers can have many children they can't afford and not go to prison. But a judge can tell a biological father if he knocks up another woman, he goes to prison. As for whether there is a reciprocal agreement for men, well, there is a problem with this because at the beginning you said that a man can knock up as many women as possible and disappear. So here's the problem. Men being providers isn't natural. Rather, it is just a convenient arrangement. It is not natural, however. The post-war 20th century was just a blip on the radar as far as what we would refer to as traditionalism. 1,000 years earlier, we would both be working on the land sowing seeds that save our lives. Today, women don't need men at all. It's kind of funny when you think about it, in the context of men creating the technology that enabled this. Indeed, today girls are actually preferred over boys in the West. That's just the way it is. They don't need us anymore other than as indirect labour in the form of taxes. Point is that the era of leave it to beaver or fathers knows best is dead. It's over. Begging women to behave and go back to the kitchen isn't going to reverse this. To be honest, it's cringeworthy and pathetic begging women to pretend that we have a big dick. Can you imagine the conversation of going to your wife and telling her to quit her job because you feel inadequate? But let's say we are successful in conversion. What's in it for men? How is working 9 to 5, if not longer, and barely seeing the child which he feels alien to fair when the mother stays at home, probably bored, watching Jeremy Kyle? Men do want to raise their child. I remember watching a YouTube video. It was thumbed up by Karen Storm last year, and I can't find it, but it was a discussion about feminism and men's roles. One of the men referred to a study of boys in a primary school asking them what they wanted to do, but felt that they couldn't, and that was be a mother. Again though, it's over.
So back to my old daycare provider and her daughter. What I told her, what I advised her was, you need to have a talk with your son-in-law, and you need to tell him to get his woman in line. You need to tell him that he needs to take control of his household, and that he needs to be in charge of the path that his family is taking. You need to tell him that he needs to make a plan to get out of that house and into their own apartment within a year. That he needs to man up. Because that's what it means to man up. Take control over your life and your situation. And if you have children and a wife, that means that you say, we are going this direction, and if you don't like it, fuck you. Because I'm doing what's best for all of us. You are too fucking weak to manage this household, as evidenced by the shitty state that we're in right now. We've tried it your way. And look where we are. 5 years down the road, we've tried it your way. Look where we are. We're still living in your mom's house. Our house is a pit. We're both working part-time, minimum wage jobs, just barely getting by. Your way is shit. Now it's my turn to do it my way. And if you choose to follow me on this path, then great. You will see that your life will be better. But you have to submit to me. That's what a man does. For the sake of his family.
Sorry. The answer is still no. I have made a series of very bad decisions, and I cannot make another one.
Why did you make these decisions?
For the good of my family.
Then they weren't bad decisions. What does a man do, Walter? A man provides for his family.
This costs me my family.
When you have children, you always have family. They will always be your priority, your responsibility. And a man provides. And he does it even when he's not appreciated, or respected, or even loved. He simply bears up, and he does it. because he's a man.